All right. So when we last left last week, you guys had managed to get through at least a chunk of the asylum, and you got caught up in one particular room for quite a bit of time. You guys were going along pretty well there for a little bit. You had eventually wandered south and started coming across kind of a new area. And the first thing you discovered was a set of relatively large spiders, dog-sized spiders. And underneath it was a buried dwarf who had been crushed basically by, looks like some part of the ceiling came down. And with that, let me pull my notes.
Seeing the poor crushed dwarf, we of course immediately stole his boots.
You did steal his boots.
And then make a cairn for him.
So, right now, Horace and Ryphon are completely out of spells. Vance has used the sleep spell on his wand and a couple of cantrips. I'm not keeping track of the cantrips. I'll leave that on you.
Wait, didn't he use his wand sleep spell?
That's
what you just said, yeah.
Exactly what I said. So,
yep.
And yeah, that's kind of... It's 11:30 in the a.m. It is still April 11th. It's been April 11th for a while. You guys have been really trucking through the dungeon for a while. All right. So, and the lamp runs out at 3. All right. So, any questions or anything before we begin, or anything like that?
So am I using the map and roll 20 won't load for me?
We're not on the map page.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the... No.
Yeah, we're still in Stonehell Dungeon.
Still in Stonehell Dungeon page, but I am transferring us to the map right now. Okay. So...
Aren't we, like, down here?
Hold on. There we go. I am on the wrong layer. There we go.
Yeah, aren't we, like, down here?
Yep. So, you guys are kind of roughly around here, hanging out. So, let's see.
Hey, how much food would we get out of those spiders?
Nothing really.
Don't eat the spiders.
I ate bees last time, okay?
Didn't mean it was good.
It kept me fed.
It's true. I don't think you guys are short on food, is what I would think.
Horace the voracious.
So, all right. So, what's y'all's plan at this point?
Do we know what's down the halls since we went down?
You didn't go down the hall.
We had heard scurrying or something these directions, and then the spiders. Did the spiders come out of the hallways or up on a rock pile?
No, they were just on the...
They emerged from behind the rock pile. So, that's the direction you heard the scurrying coming from. So I will say that.
Well, I imagine these things will be... They certainly have friends down here. We should
I want to check kind of over here to see if there's a hidden wall or something.
Okay, if you want to spend some time doing that, you can.
I'm gonna glance down this hallway.
Give me 1 second. I'm
while
just updating
that's going
on. Sure. So you can walk over there and glance down that hallway. That's not a problem. You take a look down the hallway and you see that it does an L, like a hook. And so that's what they're doing. So I got a dwarf looking for secret passages over in that area. I've got a cleric looking down a hallway. What is everyone else doing?
If they're going to take a minute to kind of give it the old once over, Vance in the newly quiet hallway will see if he can get his janky dime store water finding dowsing pendant to work.
Okay.
I'm still on this plan to try to find a water source and therefore the hobgoblins.
Weeds. Good luck, Presto.
Nope.
Okay.
Knew I should have paid attention in hydrology
Maybe there's just no water.
every time.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be it.
I mean, they could just go to the surface and go to that waterfall.
It just keeps tugging in the direction of these sweaty dwarves. I don't understand.
So, Vance went ahead and he's doing a little spell, a little cantrip while time's available. So I've still got Thondon and Ryphon. Yeah, both of you. What are y'all doing during this time?
I'm gonna go.
Did we hear noise in the like over here?
No, the noise was coming from B, where B is.
Oh,
The
B.
noise was coming from the spiders.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just investigating the room. There's not much going on, I guess.
Okay. You can stand guard. Like, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, standing guard. And Ryphon, what were you doing?
Here, I'll go and check the hallway over to the east bottom.
Okay. You see something very familiar to you. It does a little dog leg as well, or a little L hook. Looks like a Tetris Peeps. So. All right.
Elves have Tetris? Wow, so advanced.
They are. Okay, so my two dwarves. Thondon, you don't hear anything, so nothing theoretically is trying to sneak up on you. And Oakenshield, you do not find anything.
Okay.
So now it's up
Friends,
to
I
you.
suspect if we had due south, we're likely to stay in these sort of main.
Yeah,
If this
but
place makes any kind of architectural sense, let's
Okay.
take a peek.
yeah, but it's not that I don't want to keep going south. It's just I feel like we should get our general bearings for what this area is.
Clear eyes from here.
Because it seems like we've gone away from the asylum.
Yes, and thank the gods for.
To look,
I can't imagine that the hobgoblins were seeking to be holed up anywhere near the crazy town walls that make your eyes bleed spot. No.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Whatever you guys say, I'll be fine with it.
South Ho.
I'm going to do this as well. Boop. Give y'all a little...
Yes, lead on, valiant friends.
All right, so you're going to march up a couple steps, and you're going to see a hallway, and the hallway ends right around there and kind of breaks out into a room at that point.
Oh, over here?
Yep, if you're headed south. So I'll put you about there. Do y'all want to keep going and head into the room?
Tap a tap tap, man.
All right. I assume the two dwarves are taking the lead as usual. The wizard.
Oh no, we're going into battle.
Dungeon exploration mode number 7. It's the
Yes.
bog standard.
Two dwarves up front. I assume Ryphon and Gerda are basically taking the rear, and you got your cleric and your wizard in the middle. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Squishy nougat center.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I think we should have the elf in the middle,
Yeah, I second that notion.
and I should be on the back end
Okay.
because I
That's
am
fine.
much more beefy than the elf.
True. Yeah. I figured because the elf has range. That's like his thing. So he'd be the farthest in the back.
It's all that plant-based diet for the elves. They don't really get a lot of beef.
Yeah. But they have good armor. So, all right. You head into the room, and basically you see an overabundance of mold that has been growing in this room. Hold on. For some reason, it gave me the wrong thing. So this room's got multiple exits, but there's a bunch of mold that's been kind of growing in this area. And down here in the corner, like straight in front of you, there's a bunch of piles of bones. So in that corner, and they look like they've been put up slightly kind of, I would say, ceremoniously, like they've been stacked in the same way in 7 distinct little piles. So you have like the 2 femurs are in the front, and then like the rib cage is like in the middle of everything with like the skull on top, but the vertebrae have been pulled out and like made into like a smile almost in front of the whole thing, curved around. So it's been ritually kind of placed. And there's 7 distinct sets of bones.
I want to check the ceiling and the walls.
Okay.
Any creatures.
Okay, so you take a look up. The ceiling has some mold and stuff on it. You can't really tap it because it's about 15 feet up, but you can see. Well, you can probably tap it just barely, like tap. And you're looking up on the ceiling. You don't see anything moving per se. You don't see anything that's visibly alive, is what I would say.
Can I take a sample of the mold?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Pluck off a piece of mold off the wall. It looks like kind of a green, lichen, moldy kind of mold.
Ryan, do these sort of ritual bone piles with any of the more common forms of necromancy with which Vance might be?
Go ahead and let's do an intelligence check on that.
Let's see.
Would I know anything about necromancy or no?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do an intelligence check as well. So Vance,
they've updated the character sheets. Interesting.
They have, yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a note saying that he had updated some stuff.
What is this updated?
It's your advantage.
Ability
It's the modifier, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
and your spells are on a separate page now if you add them somewhere else.
Okay.
So
yeah, take me a second.
Both of you kind of come to a similar conclusion that this could be some necromantic magic or like some sort of ritual or something like that. But if it was probably done by something that's very a little more tribal. This is kind of something you wouldn't see like a necromancer doing this like in a town, like a high town or, an evil necromancer probably off in a lair. Probably wouldn't do something like this, but some of the more, humanoid races with shamanistic tendencies would probably do something like this.
It's locally sourced artisanal necromancy. It's rustic.
It's got a good flavor to it.
I saw a very interesting thing online that basically instead of necromancy, golems that look like skeletons just to screw with players.
You mean bone golems?
Bone.
No, I mean like made out of stone that mimic the form of skeletons.
That's funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I feel that.
I'm not sensing any immediate threat for whatever this rustic magic is.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try to look around and see if there's any grave goods, I guess, but I just assume thing.
That militarized hobgoblin, they don't have shamans, do they?
I'm not familiar with the finer points of their faith. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Ryan. Sorry.
No, yeah. Vance, you know that they captured you because they wanted you to teach them some forms of magic.
Right. I suspect that they're more or less without any magician or otherwise. Not to diminish my own abilities, of course, but if they were traipsing about the woods looking to capture me to teach them, then they must be in very dire straits. Let's be honest.
Okay. Mold burns, right?
Probably. I'm talking
Do you guys
anything burns if you heat it. For the most part, enough.
Do you guys just want to light this room up and see if anything's under all this mold?
I do not.
It's
Underground in a cave with poor ventilation.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with that one.
Do you think there might be something underneath the walls? We can try to cut a swath off.
How much mold is there?
I'm talking, it's not covering the room like every square inch of it or anything like that. It's just a lot of mold compared to what you've seen in other rooms. You know, every room has probably, because it's a little stank down here, like probably has a little bit of mold. But this room just has a little bit more, is what I would say. It's not.
Is there a chance that things could be hidden underneath?
I'm talking, if you want to spend 10 minutes pulling off mold and to take a look, that would be something that you could find out.
I would like to examine one of the bone structures.
Okay.
I'm gonna search.
Okay, so we've got everyone. Looks like people are going to start doing some searching. All right.
Also, can we see what are on these hallways and stuff?
Yeah, I was going to stand guard over here.
Standing guard.
Because like we are going to be moving throughout the room.
Okay.
And I do want to ready my crossbow.
Crossbow is readied. And
Agartha will also stand guard.
So if you're looking down here, it goes off to a very quick T-junction to the south.
To the south, okay.
Yeah, that's because he was saying he's looking there. Let me... People doing a little searching. Pulling some mold off. Looking around. Okay. So you peel some mold off. It looks like it's pretty naturally occurring mold. I'm talking. It doesn't appear to be covering anything beyond the stonework. Ryphon, when you go up to the bone structure, what are you doing? I'm talking. If you're looking at it a little more closely, I'll say when you get closer, you realize just from having a little bit closer view now, that the bones are of multiple races. Like, it's predominantly humans. There's 7 corpses there, or 7 bone... Yeah, I guess they're corpses, yeah. That are there. 5 are human. And there's at least one that looks like it's probably kobold. You could tell by, like, kind of the lizard-like shaped skull and how small it is. And another one you would probably guess, you would probably know pretty well because you're an elf, that it looks orcish. Like of an orcish build.
Do they look like to be connected to each other in any way? Or could one be picked up theoretically?
I'm talking, you could pick them up. They're just piles of bones that have just been arranged.
Hey guys, do we think we need to not rearrange these bones?
I think we should just... I don't think we should touch them. But can I take a glance at them and see if they have like any like breaks or like cuts in the bones to see like what actually killed these things, if it wasn't just,
So
magic?
You can take a quick kind of look around. I can't say that you can determine what killed them, but you can tell that it wasn't like they didn't take blunt force trauma to the head. None of their skulls are like cracked open or anything like that.
Okay.
So that's what I would say. So there's a myriad of other ways they could have been strangled. They could have been stabbed. They could have they could have been drowned. There's a whole bunch of ways they could have died, but no one hit him over the head with a hammer, basically.
Honestly, the good money's on them being exponinated. I mean, just look.
I mean, what I meant is like if you take a glance at bones of something, you can tell if it
Right.
had been like hacked into by a cleaver because there'd be a
Right.
large gash in the bone and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to meditate if we're doing anything else, just to try and use my elven sense.
What's down these two hallways?
So let's see. When you take a look, this appears to open into a room, and this appears to open into a room.
My
Here,
gut says east. I mean, if your gut says something else, we can go that way.
So are we done with this room for right
Yeah,
now?
I was still trying to figure out what's with the bones, but we could move on.
I
Do
think so.
Ryfon, do you think there may be some significance to these? I was getting the impression that some orcs or some other humanoid race down here simply built a cairn of their enemies or friends or some such.
That could be. I was thinking that they could be praying to the moss god or something, so you never know. But yeah,
I'm unfamiliar with moss worship, but obviously defer to the deities of your people.
I don't know either, but it looks like they're in some sort of formation.
You've definitely heard about evil moss gnomes.
Oh. Well then.
Well,
that was my sixth guess.
Those are something that are definitely real, and that's a shout out to Gavin. I know he's probably not listening, but yeah. The game that I run, Old School Adventures, was written by Gavin. The company is Necrotic Gnome, and he's actually written adventures, and one of them has evil moss gnomes in it. So, evil moss gnomes exist.
It takes all kinds to make a. I don't know, friends. I think we just as soon keep moving.
Yeah.
I like the rooms where the treasure jumps out at us and we don't have to disturb ancient piles of death.
Very true. Yeah.
I mean, if I had to choose, though.
So, right, left, or down?
East.
I'd say right.
Yeah. Okay, so we should use cardinal directions because, yeah, right can mean two different things. So, yeah, east. East is what y'all are talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So, head over here. I'll put you right in front of it. Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong thing. There we go. So, you come to a room, and in the back part of the room, right where the 23 is, there is a headless statue, but the body is a woman. And the statue's normal size, like a regular person size.
Yeah.
Think of a classic kind of Greek statue. And the woman has been like pierced by an entire score of arrows. Just got arrows all throughout her. And it's on a plinth basically. That's kind of there.
Pierced by real arrows or pierced by statue arrows?
Statue arrows. So this has been carved into the statuary.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if somebody just really hates art or if it's, a metaphor.
Do you guys want me to just shoot it with an extra arrow to see it?
No.
We may be able to remove an arrow, and that could.
What else is in the room?
I just described the room, so that's it.
Oh, so it's literally the statue over there?
Yeah, there's basically, it's just a kind of a plain room. It continues the theme with some mold basically growing in the area. And what is it? Yeah, against the far wall, basically about 20 feet from you, there is a statue of a woman who doesn't have a head and is pierced by a bunch of arrows.
Hey, can you dwarves do a track roll?
I was going to plan on walking in towards the statue, if that's fine with you.
Sure.
Okay,
I'm not going to walk in.
So I was going to walk in kind of towards the statue with my crossbow ready.
Okay.
Because the arrows are part of the statue. It's not like there's a secret.
I know,
arrow
but I
trap.
feel like they're foreboding something.
So you're
Well,
gonna.
I was thinking it might be some sort of saint or goddess we're unfamiliar with.
What is your whatchamacallit? Oaken Shield. What's your overall plan? What are you planning on doing? So you're approaching the statue to do what?
To kind of extend the statue.
Okay. Okay.
But as I'm going in, I do want to kind of like look around, like at the walls and ceiling and stuff.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you for a D6 roll.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. So you are not surprised, but you had mentioned going into the room for a while. I was like telegraphing a little bit. I was like, what are we doing here? So you finally did mention that you're looking up, but after you had mentioned you were walking in. So what I gave you a surprise roll. So you are not going to be hit with a surprise attack, but it's still going to attack you. So that's a good thing. So you see on the ceiling a bunch of icky, horrible, gooey green slime, and it just falls to come down on top of you. Go ahead and make an active defense roll.
Booyah!
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
So you basically are like, I've seen this one before, and you just take a step back, and it's right in front of you.
Literally, I've seen it before.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey, is there a door? Can we just like close the door real
No.
quick?
There's no door.
Tasso
No,
Tasso has a fire sword.
I was going to say fire. Fire's the way. This one.
Tasso literally has a fire sword.
Yep,
So
you do.
I used my crossbow for this, and I got it ready, correct?
You do.
Okay.
Don't shoot it with your crossbow.
Okay.
Well, he gets a free attack. Let's see.
Well, I should definitely hit it.
You do. You shoot the crossbow into it. The thing kind of bubbles and hisses, and like your arrow slowly melts as it goes into the goo.
Okay.
We all knew this was gonna happen, Tasso.
I know.
You literally just lost an arrow for no reason.
So I'm going to take out my sword and swing it.
Okay, that I will allow you to do.
And it's a +1 to my modifier, correct?
Your sword is a +3/+3 versus this thing, so it's a +3 to hit and a +3 to damage, because it is a thing affected by fire. Oh, are you there? Did I disconnect? Hello? That's me. I disconnected from the internet.
Ryan?
I'm back. Sorry, my internet dropped for a second. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine should definitely hit.
That does. Yep. And all right. So basically, you crumb down on it, and like your sword crashes into it. It hisses, bubbles, and pops, and like kind of it starts to like you cut it in half, and the two halves start to try to retreat basically from the flaming fire, and it spreads almost like the thing is made of like paper or gas, and and goes up, and it dies.
Nice job.
So it immediately died. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of go-to, basically.
Was it just one?
If you look
Slime?
up,
Yeah.
you don't see any more slime on the ceiling, is what I would say.
All right.
Well, deftly done, Oaken Shield. You want to take a closer look at this unfortunate saint?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna examine the statue. If the dwarves want to join me.
After that, I was going to say walk up to the statue.
So, it's noon. Everyone spend a ration. So I usually make y'all spend rations at noon. So
tasty lunchtime.
Tasty lunch break. And okay. So you guys are in a room. You got a statue. What are we doing with it? While you snack on some apples.
So
I'd like to touch on some of the arrows. See
Okay.
if any of them come loose.
You start kind of wiggling them. Like, no, they are definitely in the stone. Go ahead and make a listen check for me, though. With your elven ears. Boom! So
Ooh.
you basically are like kind of wiggling the arrows, and it shakes the statue, and you hear a jingling noise from its back.
Oh, what is it on again?
It's on a plinth, just like on a little raised dais kind of thing.
Is there any writing on it?
No, there is not.
Uh,
So you jingle it, Ryphon. What are you doing?
I'm telling the crew that there's something going on with the statue. There's a jingling coming from the back of it. Someone should check it out, like a dwarf.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Someone with a lot of hit points should probably check that thing out.
Thought process right there.
Someone who loves gold more than keeping their blood inside their body.
So, which of the noble dwarves wishes to go behind the statue and take a look?
I get Tyra.
Okay, you go behind it. There's a little notch that's been like a little almost nail, basically, that's been kind of driven into the back of the statue, and hanging on it is like a key on a key ring.
Oh, nice.
I grab it and go, it's a key.
Okay.
And
can I see it?
at this time, I actually want hold on. I do want to look around kind of the base of it and see if I can find like a keyhole or something.
Okay, so you're gonna spend a little time taking a look around to kind of try to find a keyhole here. All right. Let me. So you're kind of feeling around and everything like that. You don't particularly see a keyhole that's there.
Brian, is this
what
key
is-
similar to the other one that we found? The security key?
No, it's they're definitely not related. So they're both keys, but they just don't look the same. Like a Schlage key doesn't look like a like a Vanderbilt key. For the different types of locks. So,
Right.
So that would be kind of a something. So,
Is there any indication? Is it ornate or serviceable?
it's
Crappy iron key.
It's serviceable, is what I would say. It looks like it's probably been used a lot. So it's got a lot of it was probably kind of what is it? Gilded maybe in something, even if it was just like a shiny kind of metal. But over use, it's been scratched because it's been put into a lock quite a bit.
You want me to hold on to that? Just put it on the key ring kind of thing?
So if you like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, my suspicion is that whatever this goes to, it can't be too whatever key this is. Didn't go through a whole lot of hide it, just enough to keep it out of those prying eyes. And they would want to stick it so far away that it would be onerous to get to if they need. Let's keep an eye out in these next couple of rooms.
Yeah. How about we go west now, if we're done in here?
Let's do it up.
Okay.
A lot of headless statues down here I'm seeing.
Talking, when
Not
anarchy
not a lot of
happens,
head-having statues.
first thing that happens, everyone takes the heads off of statues.
So it's just in the.
It's a running theme. Everyone, make a wisdom check. Actually, no one don't do that. Both my dwarves, make a construction check.
All right.
Do I also make one or no?
They have a specific dwarven thing
Oh, come on.
to detect
Oh no!
unusual things. All right, it's not yet. So anyway, we'll do that.
We literally missed it by 1.
So, where are we headed now? We're into 21.
Oh no.
Okay. So as you come into this room, mold growth continues in this room. And on the floor, basically spread out all over the room, kind of equidistant from each other, you see on the ground, painted on the ground, are white circles. And in the middle of the white circles, tied together, are rats that are dead. And there's a pile of tied dead rats in each of the circles.
How are they tied?
With a piece of string.
No, I mean, like, where are they tied?
I assume around like the midsection, kind of the thorax. Oh, I'm sorry. Their tails have been tied together. There we go.
Oh, somebody trying to make a rat king? What are we doing here?
I think they're just like trying to make a rat flail, more like.
Well, it's like kind of ritualized circles basically that have been put here. There's 8 of them, and then there's
somebody.
And you notice that there's very specifically 6 rats in each circle that have been tied together.
These look like. Let's not step in these.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I'm about to do something. So they're in a circle, right? Like these circles are in a circle, right?
What do you mean?
Are these circles part of a larger ritual circle?
You don't see like a giant circle outside of the ritual circle, no.
Ah. I'm gonna toss one of my pill bugs in.
Okay.
Does anything happen to it?
No, it starts millbugging, around.
Ah, okay.
How about so Ryan, with the sort of whatever very rustic magic artifice is it use here is of the same stripe as in the previous room? Like, can I identify the same sort of like basic underlying magic constructs at work?
Yeah, definitely. So this feels probably whoever did the one room probably did this room as well.
And the rats were just left to die, or were they ritually killed or something?
Yeah, it looks like the rats were actually killed and then their tails were tied together. So they were probably had their little rat throats slit or necks broken, something like that.
Nothing on the ceiling?
Nothing on the ceiling. No, you take a look at the ceiling, you don't see anything in particular. You do have a
And-
relatively clear path to get through. I'm talking the circles aren't so big that it's like blocking the room and you couldn't get through the room. If you were like sprinting, it would be difficult, but as long as you're moving at a relatively slow pace, it's pretty easy to stay out of the circles and walk through.
Can I pick up my pill bug?
Sure. Yeah, you get your pill bug.
Okay.
Are the rats are like desiccated and gross and rotten, or still fresh?
I'd say they're really desiccated. They probably are bones with like a husk of like fur that's still on them.
We haven't noticed any. There's been no evidence of footsteps or tracks or anything.
Not at the moment.
So, you guys want to keep going along this path?
Let's keep going west, but not touch any of the circles. Let's try
Oh
to-
yeah, obviously. We're definitely not touching those.
Okay.
You gonna keep moving on?
Uh-huh.
I want to know more about this. Not at the moment.
What was that?
Yeah, same.
So there are no tracks or obvious footfalls or anything like smooched through to show that we've been through here recently.
No, nothing.
Not at the moment. All like menacing.
It's always menacing. It's creepy when you walk into a room and there's a bunch of dead rats in circles.
Well, could have been live rats in circles.
That is true.
Could have been an alchemist creating a philosopher's stone in there,
So you creep up towards this room here, and when you come in, you notice that the room is completely painted, and it's painted in like whirling patterns, like vortexes of different colors are all over every wall. And in the ceiling, you see someone has driven spikes into the ceiling in a figure-8 pattern. There is also some scaffolding, like against the wall, and there are 4 small men that are in the room, and they're painting these big whirls. They're like 4 like tiny kind of dudes. They're kind of like halfling size, is what I would say.
but they're not halflings.
But they are not. They don't appear to be halflings. There's something wrong about them.
Mold nose.
So
I got-
they're incredibly pale, and they're dressed like with like painting smocks and like trousers. But they move just very awkwardly. There's a grace to it, and it's very fluid. And they're just like painting these things, but it's also it's a little unnerving.
They're undead.
I think.
Also, don't you dare say hi.
They might probably just deep dwarfs. Just say hi.
I believe a necromancer is about, but
Well, if y'all don't want to, ho there, friend dwarves.
No.
In Dwarvish.
here,
I
I'd like to make my way to the back of the group.
Oh, I'm still at the back. I'm just going to address them.
No, you're in the middle.
Wait, is it is it racist to call them dwarves? I don't actually know.
Yeah, probably.
So
Pint for my friends.
I'm like good money's on it being gray dwarves.
So they're painting these big swirls on the thing. They turn around, and like I said, they have this graceful kind of appearance. And you notice, like when they turn around, they have very primate-like faces. They are. It's like some of our older ancestors, kind of Neanderthal-y, almost like that halfway point between like ape and man.
Oh.
And that's what they kind of look like. and they turn and like look back at you, and they stare at you for a second, and then they kind of just go back to painting the wall.
Do they have like glossed over eyes or something, like really
No.
large eyes or anything?
No, they look like they're aware of what's going on.
Okay. Because I was wondering if like they evolved for the darkness of caves.
You don't even.
Well, regular dwarves did that too, though.
Yeah, but regular dwarves don't have deathly pale skin like
Right.
most creatures that
Yeah.
evolve like that do.
I
So-
do want to ask what you painting over there.
They all in unison like turn back and look at you, and they just stare at you.
I'm gonna put on that ring.
Okay, you put the ring on.
So now,
And
carefully not disturb these fine artists.
hold it up and ask, "Do you recognize this?"
They all turn, and now they're staring at you, Horace.
Are they staring at me or are they staring at the ring?
They're staring at you.
Okay then. Interesting. We won't bother you any longer. Sorry to distract you.
They stare at you for about 10 seconds more, and then in unison, they all kind of turn back, and they begin their paintings again.
When I head back and try to look around, I think
Hey,
the other side of this room.
do you guys want to ask where the leader is? Where their leader is?
I'd rather not. They haven't answered us so far. I don't think they understand us.
You would actually think what it is?
Um,
I think
Horace,
I-
I need you to make a wisdom check.
Oh no! With my decreased wisdom as well.
Which is still higher than most everyone in the party's wisdom.
R.I.P.
my wisdom is an 8. So don't complain.
Oh, that's right on it. That's right on the money.
Oh, good. So, what is it? You get a distinct feeling from these creatures that they were created.
Like homunculi. Oh yeah, they're homunculi.
They were created in some fashion. Like, so you get the idea that they are creations. They were not naturally born.
So if I use turn construct on them, they'll explode.
Not necessarily, but what is it? They were either never born or they were born and modified. But they are they are some form of creation.
Yeah, guys, I don't think we should mess with these homunculi any longer.
Like I was saying, we can head north and whip around if we really want to see what's on the other side of that room. No,
Yeah,
no sense
that's
making
what I
more
was
enemies than we
thinking
need
as well.
to.
Very true.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna take that ring off and put it back in to wherever I kept it.
Okay. All right.
No, I think we mean over here, just so we don't like disturb them.
Oh, okay. You guys want to backtrack, or do you just want to go north?
I was saying that so that we don't like walk through their paint and piss them off or whatever. We could head north, back to the cathedral room, and then around.
That'll work. So you'll head back over here and up here. Is that?
Yeah.
And then you want to go this direction, correct?
Yeah. I think, right?
Okay. Then
But yeah, guys, I think those were definitely homunculi.
Worrisome.
Especially with how well they're made.
I knew I should have paid attention in demi-human
Right.
biology.
Wait,
Damn it.
there was 3 of them, right?
No, there are 4.
Or 4?
Yeah.
And 3 circles, right, in 21?
There were 8 circles. And
Yeah, they're more circle. There are way more circles.
Maybe there's 4 more of them.
No, I think.
That's good.
Oh,
That's pretty
actually,
good,
nah. I think it might be. Oh, well. Yeah, that might be.
janky looking because they're made out of a mishmash of bones and not creature. Yeah, sure.
Mix mash rats.
Yeah,
Plus
those.
like
But
rat brains.
guys,
I don't know.
those are surprisingly well-made homunculi.
All right. So you you kind of go into this room. It looks like it was probably some sort of like recreation room. So there's a bunch of like lounge furniture. So like stuff that people could lay out on and comfortable couches and stuff. But it's all been smashed to hell. There's a harpsichord that's in there. It's all destroyed. There was like a beverage cart that's been tipped over.
Alas.
And there's over in the corner, there's like some tattered cloaks that are hanging on like hooks. And there you go.
Nothing on the ceiling, right?
Nothing that you can see, no.
Okay.
Can I ready my crossbow and take a step in
Sure.
while looking around like the ceiling and the walls?
You take a look around for the ceiling and the walls. There's nothing up on the ceiling. Like the walls look green slime free. And
Oh, sorry.
but yeah, there's just it looks like a trashed room. It looks like some '80s rock stars were in here, and they thrashed their hotel room.
I see a harpsichord and a fancy beverage cart. My mind starts going to golden snuff boxes and crystal decanters. Maybe something in this refuse.
Yeah, I'm thinking, can I go over to those cloaks and stuff and search through them?
Sure. So
Steal their wallets.
steal the wallets and go there. So as you're headed over to the cloaks, when you get to about 10 feet from it, you hear these like loud screeching, and these 2 all black, red-eyed things launch out of it, flapping wings, and they start attacking you.
Nice.
Are they giant bats?
It could be. Go ahead and roll. They're going to try to bite you. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks that are coming your way.
Oh!
Boom.
Oh no!
Suboptimal. All right. So, the bat.
Oh no! Oh no!
So one bat basically like flies and bites you like on the cheek and is going to rip part of your cheek off.
Oh my god.
So you take 4 points of damage from that one.
God!
As it basically just rips a chunk of your cheek off as it's screeching and like flapping and like going bananas on you. You have your crossbow ready. You can take a shot before we really get down into attacks, but they got a little surprise action. So that misses.
Oh.
So you twang.
Should have turned the other cheek.
And let's go ahead and roll initiative. I'm not going to probably map this one out because it's just 2 bats, but we'll go ahead and do this. So since Gage, you're the one in a little more deep trouble, go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, that's not a good initiative.
It's better than theirs though, so y'all get to go first.
Awesome. I'm gonna just grab one of them.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Without your...
Do I just
Do an attack roll
roll
without...
a d20?
Yeah, you can just roll a d20. I can work that out.
11.
11. Let me see what their armor class is surprisingly good. So no, you are not able to grab onto one. You kind of put out your hands to kind of get it, but nope, nothing.
You guys want to come save me from these bats?
So I'm
Problem.
going to drop my crossbow and attack the one that he did not grab.
You gotta reload that thing.
Why would I reload? It takes a turn.
All right, go up and make an attack. It's not gonna. They're not too far from you, so
I think that hit.
that hit. So basically, you swat one of them. That one has. Okay, and so you give it a good cut, but it is still like up and active. So you slash down like on its the front part of it, and it's starts bleeding out a little bit, and it's screeching as it's trying to like bite on poor old Horace there. What's everyone else doing?
Wait, that thing took 5 damages and is still alive?
It's a giant bat. Like it's pretty damn big.
Wait, how big is it?
I don't know. Castlevania 1 first boss big.
That's a big bat.
It's a pretty big bat. These are big bats.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
I thought they were like normal bat size.
No, I said giant bats.
Well, a giant bat could be like the size of a terrier and still be a giant bat.
Yeah.
Gargantuan bats, on the other hand.
Yes, that's true. So, normal bats don't do a D4 damage. Normal bats just don't even do damage. But giant bats, on the other hand, they do.
All right, Hagurta is not about to faff about with it. She, of course, spring into action and attempt to pin one of the bats with Winto.
Okay.
Hagurta knows what's up.
Bam.
So the one preference.
The one that was hit before?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's dead. That one, she basically cuts down out of the air, like, pooh, and cuts its wing, and its wing comes off, like, halfway, and the thing just flops on the ground, spews out blood pretty quickly, and it's gone. All right. Thondon?
I'm going to be the end of the round with the Dwarven Axe.
Oh, okay. That's fine. And
But I want to bring up the other bat.
I'll take a shot with my short bow on the one that's not damaged.
go for it.
Oh yeah. A thing about that. Do the rusty arrows have a penalty for firing them?
They do. They're a -1 penalty to hit and damage.
Better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryphon, take your shot.
This is why I keep rusty crap around.
Oh man.
Ryphon, is your stuff it's giving you? So you roll. Oh yeah, it's giving you your modifiers.
Yeah.
It's just you're rolling terrible.
Yeah.
This guy is anti-Arnie. Like Arnie was always lucky, and this guy.
Exactly. It's the bow, not me.
Yes, of course. Blame the short bow.
So, and by the way, I've decided because someone made a comment online, and I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense. Instead of the dwarven axes, the battle axe, doing 2d8 take the best, just make it 2d4, and that's still better than a sword. And it's got the same range, but that way you don't have to roll 2 different dice on roll 20. You can just put 2d4 in for damage, and it'll do the equation. So that might be easier. I also think it actually has a higher average damage, too. but I'm
Yeah.
Be 5 instead of.
yeah. So
Well, the 2d8 take the best was like 5, 3, I think.
it's
But,
roughly
yeah,
the
2d4
same.
is way better. Yeah,
2d4 has a guaranteed better minimum.
for sure. Yeah, which I think is worth it.
In the weapons chart on your character sheet, what do I just do? Put like D8 or D4 plus D4?
I think you just put 2d4. 2d4.
Yeah, you just put 2d4.
Okay.
I should
So
read
just
it.
D4, D4.
No, just
No, the number 2.
No, you
letter
just
D,
put
and the number 4.
2D4. Got it. Yep, there we go.
that should work.
Okay,
the bat's
Roger.
going to go ahead and roll another attack against you, Horace.
That's 16.
Okay, so it's flying around trying to peck at your head, and you're like swatting and gauntleting it away. Thondon, go ahead and use that dwarven axe to see if you can cut it down.
I believe.
So the damage is really good, but the what is it? The to hit roll was not the best.
No, that's fine. Is that not fair though? Because I get both +1s on 2D4s. That doesn't seem right. Right?
I don't think it's.
It's not calculating that way. It's your strength gives it a +1, and it's a +1 weapon.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, got it. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I missed. Go ahead.
And Vance, do you want to do anything?
I suppose I could be bothered. Let's see. All right, this time I think I've really got it. Ha!
And a miss, I think.
That
Possibly.
hits. That hits.
Oh, wow.
Twunk.
Right on it. So let's see how many hit points it has. All right, so your dagger buries deep inside it, and the thing kind of falters in the air a little bit, and it is getting ready to. It flops on the ground and like.
Oh, it's like dead.
I knew I could do it sober too.
So
I was just gonna grab it.
Well,
Okay.
it's dead now. It grabbed you,
it's dead.
that's for sure.
Nice.
Oh yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, a new thing that I'm doing that I got off of a really good guy's like YouTube channel. Just roll hit points like as you guys hit it. I just roll the d8s right then. Like, how many hit points does it have? And I just roll the hit dice right then and there. So I used to always do average, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of crappy. Like sometimes things should have, not the greatest hit points. Sometimes they should have surprisingly a lot of hit points. So I like that.
By the gods, Horace, are you okay? We need to clean that.
It definitely hurts.
Let me take a look. Not nearly the physic that you want. We at least try to disinfect the thing.
Also, I don't know how it got to my cheek when I'm wearing an actual bucket helmet.
What is it? You were walking over to check things out, and you lifted the helmet so you could take a look. Like, you can't see shit in a helmet. Like,
Oh yeah.
when you're not in a combat, you don't wear the thing down, the visor down. You can't see
Yeah, that's
anything in
fair.
it. So you had the visor up, they surprised you, it flew out and grabbed your face.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
So we'll use a little bit of the old Aqua Vitae and some of the clean that Vance has to at least, like, degunk the wound, disinfect it.
Okay, it'll heal. I'm talking, he'll probably have like a, chick stick scars kind of scar on his cheek, but, it'll heal. You are a little concerned with possible rabies, or COVID. I don't know, one of those things.
It's actually CAVID is what we were.
It actually has.
What level are we on? CAVID 2 right now. If we get deeper, it's CAVID 17 is the one to worry about.
It's got giant COVID. So these are giant bats. So it's got giant COVID.
You're not gonna like the size of the needle we got to vaccinate with, man.
It's not gonna be pretty.
So, based on what I was going to do earlier, again, I'm going to look over those cloaks.
Okay. They are some tattered cloaks with a bunch of guano on them. Not like a huge stockpile, but basically the bats were kind of living under the cloaks. They reacted when your lantern light hit them.
So what you're saying is if I take one of these cloaks, throw it on someone, and set it ablaze, they will go up in flash fire?
I would say that that's a possibility. If you want to carry, poop cloaks, you can put that on your sheet specifically as poop cloak. I will. I was like, you could try anything.
It's always poop down here.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to carry around flash fire cloak and try to flash fire something?
Of course, I'll be honest, man. You're a little ripe as it is.
Yeah, I'll just stand a little further away from you.
Yeah, fine. Okay. How much meat do these bats have on them?
Not that much. Bats in general are not the meatiest of things.
They're giant, though.
There was a place in Tampa. There was a Hot Rods barbecue that served fruit bat, barbecue fruit bat. So
What?
Yeah. So
Aren't bat wings?
it's in Luke's.
You know where else you can get bad? I'm just saying. We're down here talking about Cave at 17. These guys have rabies. I don't think we need to be eating bats.
You just got to deep fry.
Or if you're that hungry, I have like 6 days of rations. You can have this whole loaf of bread.
Okay, listen. I have 17 rations, steel rations. Okay, iron rations.
You're good.
Why are you trying to eat everything then? I don't understand. We've only been down here 12 hours.
Listen. I want to be prepared. Okay, I want to get perishable rations so that I don't have to use my iron rations.
Dude, does your god consume the bodies of the slain to grant you power? I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
No, I just.
We had Arnie Able Gut. Now we have Horace Empty Gut.
Yeah.
Something of an epicure. You really can't blame him.
So, are you guys searching the room? I know you were saying you were trying to find trinkets and things like that in this particular room. Is that what you're doing, or are you moving
80%
on?
80% chance of golden snuff box. I say we take a look.
Yeah.
All right.
Sit back on the ball.
Yeah, I'd like to keep guard over here on the west.
Okay.
And look down the hallway, of course.
All right. So, y'all take a look around the room. The one thing you find here is actually God knows how it was missed, but there appears to be in the tipped over bar cart. There's whatchamacallit, decanter basically that didn't open, didn't spill. That looks like it's some form of brandy. Smells like brandy.
Oh.
Well, we're not going to open because then we'll be able to sell it to some collector.
Hold on. Is there a label on it or anything?
No.
Yeah, is it a dwarven brandy to match the one I have?
No, it's not it's a brandy that, someone decanted, so they put it in a different container.
So it's already been poured into a carafe.
Yes. Oh. So some sort of...
I would much rather have that brandy, and someone else can have this
It's a
pitiful dwarven brandy.
The glass bottles that my grandmother used to have that you put all the liquor in and put it on a bar thing.
Well, I think it's probably this decanter with some brandy in it.
That's very true.
I can take the dwarven brandy if you don't want it.
So it's like a crystal decanter.
Yeah,
well, it's a give and take kind of thing. I gotta get the crystal decanter and the brandy to give the brandy up.
Listen, I really would drink.
Okay, here you go. You can have the dwarven brandy. I don't want it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
when I light something on fire, I'm sure it's useful. Usually spirits will turn with years after they're over. And look at this place.
Yeah, how old is this decanter looking like? How dusted over is it?
It's pretty dusted over.
On the right side, probably here or there. Let's pack it up and go on.
Yeah.
Group loop. It's already in there.
I got you, fam.
Yeah.
So, where are we going? Over here?
Well, I assume to the west, and then we could either go north or south. It looks.
Well, south is to the tie-dye
Yeah.
room. Yeah.
Yep. You take a look down, and you see the little
wanna go see how-
small guys painting their whirls all over the room.
How far have they gotten on the painting? Do they work like quickly or no?
Pretty quickly, because they're just. It seems like they don't stop.
Yeah, they're homunculi.
It's like you guys need a job. My house could use.
Use a code or 3.
Yeah.
All right, so you head up to. I assume you're going north. Is that correct?
Yeah, like to here.
Here, let's start to peek into the rooms before we just go sauntering in.
Yeah, I usually put you outside of the room and kind of give you a little bit of a description before.
Count our heads.
I'll open this up just so because you kind of were there already, so you kind of know that there's kind of a slant way there. There's also a whatchamacallit,
Passage right through there.
Yeah, there's an exit through there to the north.
Have you tried that diagonal thing that I saw a commenter?
I haven't. I got to figure out how to do that, and I just didn't get a chance to do it this week. But I do appreciate the commenter for telling me that. I will have to figure that out. So, and thank you to the commenter who said that they liked the show so much and liked all the cast. You guys got major compliments. So, all right. So you're in the room, and this room has a bunch of interesting things in it, kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. So there's a bunch of barrels in it. There's a bunch of piles of pig iron. There is some rotted coils of rope. And there's a very gross and nasty threadbare carpet on the ground. That's it's been spread out basically. And
nothing on the roof, right?
You guys
All
have
been done dirty one too many times, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you check the roof. You don't see anything in particular on the roof.
Where's the carpet about?
So the carpet is just south of 11, and 11 on the spot with 11. That's where you have the barrels and the pig iron and the stuff. And the carpet is just below it, like in the square below it.
How much pig iron is there?
Several piles. If you want to get specific on it, you would have to go over there and check it out.
I think the good money is on these barrels and pig iron holding a carpet over a pit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Tasso, Oakenshield, you have a pole, right?
Well, we could just move the pig iron. He's muted right now. We could just move the pig iron and try to do it that way.
Do you think you could just wallop that carpet with your pole?
Sure.
Okay, so you're whacking the carpet with the pole? Is that
kind of like poke it in a way?
Okay. So you poke at the carpet and it bows inward.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah,
just push it in?
Gut check works every now and then.
Yeah, you guys want to just push it in?
Better to roll it up if you can. I wouldn't want to drop it on whatever's in there and not be able to see the bottom.
Let's start moving the stuff off of it and try and hold it up.
Flip
Well,
it up
the
and
stuff
over, maybe.
isn't on it. The stuff isn't on it. It's like the carpet is right here. The stuff is over here.
Ah, okay.
Anyway. We'll just carefully roll. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Tear down into the.
So you basically kind of pull, the stuff off of it, and you're able to kind of move the carpet. And it's a rather large pit. The carpet barely covered the whole thing, and it goes down very deep. It's probably 50 or 60 feet down in the dark. It would have been very painful, whoever would have fallen down that.
Oh, if someone did it for what was the damage for it?
What?
Death.
It's classic D&D, man. You take a D6 per 10 feet.
Falling damage is no joke.
So death.
It's not dead, but it could be.
Death for death.
My max health is 29. The max damage is 30. But my current
Death
health,
for Ryphon.
The max damage is 36.
Yeah.
Carefully,
yeah.
let's poke around here.
So can I? How much rope is it?
It's all frayed and nasty. It's like rotted rope.
But again, how much is it?
I'll say 50 feet. It's a coil of rope.
Oh yeah, let me have that.
Okay.
So there's stacks of pig iron ingots and stuff here. Is there any other indication that storage tools, anything else, or is this just like a storage room full of iron?
It's just like it's got some barrels there that you guys haven't opened.
Okay. Well, this looks to be a storage room of some sort. Find some useful tools or something. Let's take a look.
You said the pit is 50 feet?
60 feet.
60.
50, 60. We can't really tell with how deep it is.
50, 60 feet. Yeah. I'm talking. If you want to jump down there and find out, I'll give you much more accurate.
That was the plan. That was what I was going at.
So
Here, I'll let you use this rope I just found.
Well, I got my own.
So you start checking out all the stuff, and you're like, going through everything. The barrels look like they have water in them. Probably it's rancid at this point, but it's water. And there's, like I said, stacks and stacks of pig iron. There was that coil of rope, and then the carpet. So yeah, it looks like maybe this was just a storage place or some place that people would dump something.
I'm
Pig
gonna
iron
place
implies
my...
the existence of a forge, I'd say.
Yeah.
Professor,
Mm-hmm.
I want to take one of my torches, light it on fire, and just drop it in the pit.
I'm sorry. What are you dropping down the pit?
In torch.
Could we advise against that before he does it?
Yeah, we don't want to set another realm on fire.
So you're dropping a torch down the pit. Am I getting that correct?
Can we not do that?
So you drop said torch down the pit as it lights. Roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, now you have to see if you fall in or not.
That's not bad. All right, so it stays lit as it goes down. So you're able to more accurately estimate, it's probably 60 feet down. And it, let me take a look. I got a...
Sharks with lasers on their heads calling out.
total... Let's see.
But, I'm going to place my 3 pig iron bars with the rest of this pig iron.
Okay. Carrying all this pig iron would weigh you down. 100%.
Yeah.
Could I see anything in the pit?
Give me 2 seconds because I am having to. I know where the pit. I know where it is, but I've got to find it to see what's in that particular room. I wasn't going to look it up unless someone fell. And apparently, no one's going to do that. Actually, I'm going to grab some water. We'll go on break for a second, and then I'll take a look at this. So we'll give it like 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay?
All right.
So where did we think generally was the whereabouts of the hobgoblin base?
You know, I'm gonna feel really bad when I eventually toss one of my pill bugs into actual death.
What are they?
They're pill bugs.
Okay, but what is that though? Is that
I think they're akin to roly-polies without the roly-poly,
But
they
like,
like?
but they're like
size of your hand.
massive.
Like the size of
Oh.
your hand, about.
Yeah.
They like? Why do you have them? What do they do?
They do nothing.
Oh, you throw them into magic circles to see if they catch on fire.
I literally just use them to look for traps.
Guys. You know what? As long as they get a share of the loot, I guess they can upgrade to a nice silver carapace or something. They got pillbug larvae to feed. It's just trying to make it in the medieval world like we are.
I mean, and like the thing is, I literally have 2 of them just so that no matter what, I can keep having more.
Arnie used to do the same thing with chickens. He would throw a
Classic.
chicken in.
I mean, Arnie, you ate through your sack of pill bugs, didn't you?
Yeah, because they were snacks. They weren't alive for me. Yours are alive.
Yeah.
Smoked pillbugs.
Yep.
Nice paprika, a little bit of cayenne.
I think it was a kobold snack, so took it from them.
No, it was just a massive room. Like a room filled to the brim with pill bugs. Living and dead.
Then maybe Arnie was eating the live ones too. He doesn't know. He was just hungry.
Yeah, what you did is you literally just grabbed a sack, ran it through the room, and walked out.
Yep, pretty much. Yep. But yeah, so where did we think that the stronghold was about?
It's supposed to be on this level.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
I'm
on this level.
inclined, just from like a meta game perspective, to keep heading west because I suspect that, like, you know, map 1 is the asylum, map 2 is what the hell's going on here. So like, there's probably a specific map page Hobgoblin Fortress.
This
So-
is map 3, isn't it? Or
Yeah, and we have yet
is
to
it
see
not?
map 2. So we came from the north to A.
But also
This is
kind of
2C.
metagaming. You guys got to like a marketplace, right? Well, we got to the marketplace, and that's in the stronghold, correct?
No, the marketplace is a level above us. That's literally just a peace zone between everything in here.
It
Correct.
would
To
make
buy
sense for it to
things,
be
sell
connected,
things.
though. Like to have there be an entrance near the peace zone, and the like. Military camps need a market, right? You gotta have bars for your
Well,
troops to go
yeah.
to.
And we could 100% get information from that place.
Yeah,
Like,
so I don't think it's a
an
bad
actual
idea to
market.
visit.
We could, but do we really want to? Because it's
Sure.
kobolds,
Well, yeah.
ogres,
We
literally every humanoid evil race.
Well,
I
we
might
did
get
murder
dirty.
all those orcs, so that could be a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have an elf, and
Yeah.
they have elven slaves.
Ooh. Yeah, I might get dirty looks, but
All
I
right.
I think
Right.
we could
It
only drain
Might be
from
worth
it.
looking into.
Yeah.
So, all right. As Oak and Shield, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you drop your torch down, and at the bottom you can see there's like a chain and like a platform down there. It looks like this might have been some sort of like elevator shaft or for goods or something like that to go up and down. And you can see like the stuff down there, and also you see that the ground down there is heavily covered in like a lichen or a moss.
Oh, no.
Some sort of vegetation.
Oh no! That's being set ablaze, isn't it?
I'm talking somewhat. There's metal there too, so it's not going up like a a rocket, but there's a little bit of smoke.
This is why we don't toss torches places.
I want to continue to kind of like look down and kind of like have my crossbow ready to see if there's any type of movement down
Okay.
there.
Okay, so you can watch down there to see if anything, crazy-fied
And
happens.
I do want to mention to the kind of the group, someone should stand over here to kind of here and here to check if someone's coming.
I'm gonna look down this hallway.
Okay. Let me see. And it's a short jaunt into a room.
Hmm.
Well, we should keep this pit. This might be access to a lower level. Should we need eventually?
Hmm.
Is someone covering this side?
Why do we need to cover them?
Just in case if there could be stairs over here that leads down there that they could come up and attack us.
Can we
Well, we'll
just
just proceed
like
forward
keep-
carefully.
Yeah, can we just keep going?
I do want to see if there's any type of movement down there. If someone comes to check on the torch and put out the flame.
How
you-
dusty was this? How dusty was the equipment we just moved?
So did Tazo? Did you want to hang back a little bit while we check this other room real quick,
Mm.
and then
Hold on. How dusty was the stuff we moved?
It's pretty dusty. In fact, everything down here has got a decent amount of dust on it.
Yeah, Tasso. I don't think anyone. Oh, I don't think anyone was down there. I mean, like,
Well, they weren't
look
up
at
here.
how.
It doesn't mean they weren't down there.
yeah,
But the fact that it's lichen covered and not like used indicates maybe that it's not frequented necessarily.
Exactly.
All right.
It's better to make sure than, blindly go in.
So you guys are going to continue to head north?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that's the ticket.
But while we were waiting, did I notice anything moving down there? Afterwards?
Nothing in particular, no.
Okay.
So you're going into the room, and lined on each side of this room, like along the long walls, along the back wall. I'm sorry. So the one to the north, along that entire wall, are rows and rows and rows of wooden statues of men in like warrior gear. They all look the same, basically. They're all been carved the same. They're just like wooden carvings of kind of men standing there with, a sword or a spear and a shield in like armor.
Like practice dummy style or artistically?
I would say like in the same fashion that you would have a suit of armor in a castle. Just like standing there, like as kind of, I guess that's decorative. I guess that you would call that decorative.
Are they only along like the far wall?
Correct. There's
Like
10 of them.
this wall?
Yeah, they're evenly spaced along the entire wall, and there's 10 across.
What's like over here?
When you look over here, this goes off into something really weird. You're not 100% sure. As you kind of go around the corner, the room just keeps kind of expanding out a little bit. As you're kind of looking. So
Step into the room carefully, wary of wooden golems coming alive to chop us, that kind of thing.
okay. So you're moving over here. As you get closer to the area over here, you notice that this whole area it's like cobwebs. Just tons and tons and tons of clogged cobwebs along that area.
Oh.
yeah. I would like to start searching some of the statues if I could, like maybe look at them a little closer.
Okay.
Hold. Okay, sure.
Let's see. So, Rifon, go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Okay, so you are basically searching over the wooden statues, and you start you're like looking over them and stuff like that, and as you're like kind of searching over one, the head cranes and looks at you and stabs at you with a spear. Go ahead and give me a check. Whatchamacallit, avoidance check.
Oh,
He has full plate mail. So
it's a 4, I think, that he has to get above.
So
Right?
you just got hit. So the thing basically hits you basically hard with this like a big like it's a spear, but it's whatchamacallit, it's made of wood. but it still hurts like hell because this thing hits with the force of a Mack truck. And,
Right.
Rifon, get back.
Rifon,
Trying.
Dun.
you take 2 points of damage.
No.
Uh,
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm running away. I'm doing a full retreat.
Are they? Is that one moving towards us, or is it just now standing still?
As Rifon moves back, it starts moving towards it. It's only one of the 10 of them that seems to be moving, but it is moving, and it's moving towards Rifon at this point.
I'm just gonna detonate it.
Well,
Right.
it's running towards the group because I'm running straight towards the group.
Yeah.
So let's roll initiative to see what's going. Actually, before we roll initiative, is anyone casting a spell and/or turning? Because I assume that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So.
Also, what does turn construct do? Does it just like detonate?
It can, if you are high enough level. It just works exactly like Turn Undead, just it works for its constructs. So
you can make them run away from you, or if you like are higher level, up.
So, what does it increase the higher the level?
the percent chance that you will blow up things that are tiny.
Oh, okay. So it still rolls 2d6.
Yeah, it's always going to be a 2d6 roll, but it's based on your level is determinant on, what exactly will the effect will be. So
Okay.
let's roll. Let's roll a DC. Let's roll.
What?
Rifon, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Ooh.
So that's me. So it's going to get to attack again before anything. So Rifon, it's going to take another swipe at you as you move back. So it's going to. Actually, no, it's simultaneous. I forgot about this. They have a negative to initiative due to just being stiff and wooden and things like that. So it's going to be simultaneous. So he's still going to get to attack you, but it will not deny you an attack back.
Wait, you said it's made out of wood?
Yeah.
It is made out of wood.
Would my sword be +2 since it's weak against fire?
That would be correct.
Let's just go detonate and boom.
All right. Are you going to try to turn it?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh yeah, that's 9.
You got a 9. What level are you?
I'm level 4.
You're level 4. Okay. I'm looking at it. All right. So you basically it starts moving towards you to kind of get the attack, and Horace basically pulls out his symbol, and actually pulls out that tool satchel that he found and basically holds it up and it glows, and he basically says, by the creator, retreat. And the thing basically is going to swipe at you, Rifon, and it stops. And then almost like you're rewinding a video, it kind of moves backward in this weird kind of formation and just goes and stands back in its position and just stops.
Be ready. There might be another statue coming back.
definitely done.
Yeah. Is that normal for turn construct to do?
How many times have you turned a construct?
None.
Well, there you go.
One
It's
now.
1.
Yeah.
This is as normal as you think it
100%
is.
hit rate. Ryfon, are you okay? It looks like it clipped you there.
You've got a really solid, like your breathing's a little rough. It hit you right in the full plate, but like right on the side, and it just banged into you. You probably have a bruised rib.
Probably rang your bell.
Yeah, you know, I've been better, but I can keep going, kinda.
Can I examine these things from afar?
You can look at them.
Yeah. Can I?
The one
Can
that
Oh, sorry.
the one that came alive. I want to actually go up to the one next to it. If there's one next to it,
There is.
Why?
because I'm guessing that it's going to move as soon as we move up. If we're trying to move on, so might as
Oh
well.
yeah, these are training dummies.
So might as
No,
well-
no, don't. Please don't. These are training dummies.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to come back to life when we move down or down here.
No, the things are up here.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought-
Yeah.
They're either protecting something here, but I
No,
don't see
I
any other
think- I think
indication
they're
that
just-
these are.
Training dummies.
They would be scored with weapon marks. There would weapons and armor and other tools in here for people to use. I
Hmm.
the feeling these are guardians of something.
What is down here, though?
That's pretty much it. There was 10 statues in this room.
Okay.
So
Well, if that's the case, I want you to take my crossbow,
Don't, please.
fire, like let the tip on fire, and shoot over here.
into the webs.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to take you a few minutes to do that.
And
Just as soon not.
And before I fire, I do want to mention, kind of watch out. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
if
we
if
got
you
it.
light those webs on fire deep down the hallway, drive all of the gigantic spiders that made them out toward us.
Do I?
just,
Do I?
I was hoping the fire would burn them before they come out.
No, they're cobwebs. They're not spider webs.
Oh,
Could I
Yeah.
tell what these spiders are based on the silk or based on the
They're
web?
not spiders. They're cobwebs.
if
Wow.
there was something in it, I'm hoping it would burn.
Yeah.
That's
But
the point of.
Okay. So
can I? Oh
you-
yeah, sir.
you fire your flaming arrow into the thing, and it catches pretty quickly, and then fire erupts and kind of lights up a lot of stuff. So it kind of bends around a corner, and yeah, this area that's marked A no longer has webs.
Okay, so I want you to kind of come right here and look down the hall.
Okay. So you're looking down the hall into something that kind of opens up into another room.
I relayed the information. There's another room
You
over here.
you see something that you're extremely familiar with. Off in the far corner of that room is a cold forge.
Hey, Sherwood, I think you're gonna like this.
Ooh, a forge, huh?
If only we could have seen this coming.
I mean, we don't have any good iron to work with, so
Let's take a look and see what's up there. We're not going to be spending enough time down here to any new horseshoes, I don't think.
well, I
but,
do I do want to take a good look at those wooden dummies when we get back in here.
So you come in, and it looks like a ransacked forge. So there's some rusted tools here. They're not really worth anything. They're mostly kind of to the point they're broken. But there is a forge. If you could get it started, you could theoretically forge things here. So it's definitely here. You've got some pig iron out there. You got some water barrels. And stuff like that. So yeah, it's got everything you would need. It's got an anvil. We'll say it's got one of those in here. So it's got the things you would need to do a forge, and you have the tools to do forging. So you pretty much have everything you need, except the flames aren't hot.
Isn't water quenching the most terrible thing to quench with?
I have no idea. I've seen movies, and Conan does it, and I don't think he's all that bad. So
I mean,
he knows the
all I
riddle
know
of
is,
steel. So
yeah, all I know is water quenching is one of the most difficult things to do. They always quench with oil because it heats up easier. It lights on fire.
Yep.
Whatever it is, it's the appropriate thing. That's what's there and in here. But my knowledge of forging is very limited. So, but yeah, it's a functional forge.
Awesome.
Need to welcome.
Do you guys mind if we spend a few minutes just looking around, searching this area? Cause this is a Christmas present.
So you guys need to spend 10 minutes on a break here anyway, just to rest. So you can take a look around here. But yeah, I'm talking. It's got all the things that you would kind of want in a forge. It's got the supplies and everything that you can do. So you can kind of mark it on a map if you ever want to do some forging. You have access to one now.
And you
Awesome.
said doing that is a bad idea, Sherwood.
What?
Setting the cobwebs on fire.
I mean, it still is a bad idea.
It's either that or walk through
Well,
it.
Hindsight being 2020, obviously.
Yeah.
But if there had been other giant spiders like the fought before, and you burned their home down, and the only way out to charge us directly in the face, conversation.
But
There.
yeah, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Do you guys want to keep going, or do...
Let's check
I
down
feel like
here.
we're missing something around here. We have this random cobwebs, but none here, and none before. We have mysterious guardians.
Yeah.
I really feel like the spiders have to be coming and going from somewhere.
Well, no, that wasn't spiderwebs, that was cobwebs.
Cobwebs are spider webs.
Are they, specifically?
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
My point is that there may be some sort of hidden exit, contrivance that we've missed.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Worth taking a look, I'd
Yeah,
say.
sure.
No, did we notice anything over there while we walked past it line?
Notice anything where?
In the cobweb area.
Okay.
No, I'm talking. It was just built up cobwebs. So the spiders that you fought earlier didn't make webs. So
Yeah, that's the thing.
where these webs came from, you don't know.
Do you guys want to check over here?
Well, why don't we could start down here? I feel like these spiders had to come from somewhere. Just build a nest in a hole and not
Okay.
have some other way to get in and out.
While you guys...
Maybe you do.
While you guys... sorry. While you guys do that, do you think I could come down here and from afar examine one of the constructs?
But we were walking back towards 10.
Yeah, but like just keep walking while you guys gaze around in A.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Examine.
Okay.
So, fine.
So the plan
Well, I
is
do-
that a few of y'all are gonna look around where A is. The Horace is gonna go back and look at the statue. Is that what I'm hearing?
But more specifically, for me at least, I want to bang on the walls
You're
as they
banging.
walk by.
Okay.
Kind of not but like see if there's columnists on the walls.
Oh, you're trying to see if there's like a secret passage or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Hagurta will stand.
Put my GM secrecy back up. All right. So I'll move the party generally to here. You guys are basically searching around that cobwebby area. The what is it? There's the remnants, just ever so slightly, of dead things, like little dead creatures, rats. A desiccated one of those spiders that you fought earlier is inside the web, like the egg that kind of got burnt up, and little like things like that are in there, but you don't find any like secret passages or anything like that. You're like kind of clicking on the wall and stuff, and nothing in particular. The Horace, when you go back into the room, are you going up to the one that moved, or are you examining the other ones?
I'm examining one of the other ones.
Okay, they look like they're wood.
Uh-huh.
Wooden statues.
And the one that moved?
As you approach it, you're prepared, but it starts to move again towards you.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's like one of the middle ones?
Yeah.
Okay, I move back to about like here as it's moving towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it continuing to move towards me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I really don't. Can I cast Turn Construct again?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can? Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just gonna do that again.
All right. Roll 2d6
Yeah, I don't
for
think
me.
you're limited. I think you do it whenever you want.
Huh?
It's once per encounter, but I'm counting this as a new encounter because it lasts X amount of time, and then once that time's up, I assume this is a new encounter then.
Oh, okay. 2d6. Oh, that's bad. That's
Right.
bad.
So it like as it's coming towards you, it like straightens back up and does that rewind thing and like goes back and gets back in its position.
Huh. Hey, guys. I think I just figured out our new trap. I call back to them, just, you know.
So
Are you all right in there?
Yeah. It's just interesting.
What's going on?
Well, I turned it again, and it just rewound back to where it was.
That seems like the best thing that could have happened, right?
I honestly think we can use this to our advantage. If we ever get into a fight we can't...
I still feel like these things may be guarding something. You may want to check around back there to see if there's a hidden compartment or a random key attached to the back of it for no reason. Magic swords are nice. Really anything.
Yeah, can I like go close to one of the other ones?
yeah.
That
Again, at this point, you can go close to the one. It's not moving. As long as you don't do anything aggressive, it doesn't seem to come after you at this point.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll go close to it and examine it non-aggressively.
You can like look at it.
Yeah.
It it looks almost identical to the other wooden statues. It's just this one's been given some form of semi-sentience.
There's nothing behind it?
No.
Huh.
I'm talking it's not completely unusual for, people who are very talented in the forge, that forge on the level of like magical, that they could create some sort of thing to guard their forge.
Yeah.
Right, we didn't find any sort of secrety bips or bops, and we just rats and dead flies.
Rats, dead flies, that kind of stuff.
All right, so in 10, if we're taking a couple minutes to examine all these things, Vance will attempt, once again, his janky, useless dowsing pendant. He will attempt the revelation of secrets to see if there's any hidden type stuff in here.
Okay.
Damn this thing! I knew I shouldn't have bought the cut rate one from the campus bookstore.
That's what you get with them used wands.
I know, it's terrible. They said it was a phoenix feather, but
somehow I think it's a chicken.
Phoenix with an F. It's the off-brand.
It's imitation phoenix.
I'm just gonna ask it a question and see if it responds. Just
Okay.
like, are you there? And see if anything responds from it.
It does not. It looks like a statue.
Okay, so it's a limited concept. Okay.
There might be some trick to it, but you'd have to figure it out. You don't know.
Yeah.
We spent quite a bit of time here, friends. We head past this forward to see what's to the south.
Do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go up north actually and just finish exploring this side?
I say south. I don't feel as though there is anything that way.
I mean, okay, sure.
You could just, yeah, I say south. That's adventure.
Well, we can do
Sure.
a quick loop around here. If the storage of raw goods was down here
Yeah.
off to our side, there may be finished products or something up. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
No problem.
So
Make it quick.
it's a room that has an arch to kind of come into it. Everyone roll a listen check for me.
Listen that door.
Yeah, that's a listen check.
Oh wow!
No.
So all the successful people. So it looks like a lot of them. You all hear coming up in front of you like a dong, 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 dong. It sounds like a bell, but like it's just been like messed up. Like it's not in tune and just like ugh. But like
Is it coming from directly ahead or like echoing around a corner somewhere?
From the room ahead of you, so probably off in a corner.
Steel yourselves, friends.
Yeah, there's a
Is it quiet
Really?
enough that like there are people like is it bonging is so loud that it's reverberating down the halls, or very quietly so that we had to like strain to hear it?
You had to strain to hear it. Like it's kind of whatever it is. It sounds somewhat mechanical, but it broke.
Yeah.
Could be mechanical bellows for the forge. Carefully forward.
Yeah, let's move forward.
Okay. So I'll move you to here. From here, you can clearly see a couple things. You can see that there's another arch on the other side, and it seems to open into another room. And you can see off into the northeastern corner of 8, there is a pretty battered grandfather clock. And
what time does it say?
it's it bonged about 4 times, and it looks like it says like it's 4. It's definitely off on its time a little bit, unless you guys are really off on your estimates. So there's also like chairs and a table in here as well.
Look on the walls and ceilings.
Walls and ceilings, you do not see anything unusual.
I'm gonna go up to the grandfather clock.
Okay.
And there's like a side hatch at the top to see into the actual clockworks of it inside, right?
Well, it's got like a door that you can open on the front of it, and that's where the pendulum is.
Isn't there also a door like on the side at the very top to look into the inside of it?
Probably, yeah. So yes, I'll say yes, there is.
Can I try and look and see what's messing it up?
Sure. So you pop open the door, and you see that the gears and everything are completely jammed up with this kind of like sticky, yellow, gross substance. And you're like, what the hell is that? And then you hear and these spores get launched into your face.
Oh no!
No.
I think I'm just recoiling back and like slamming into a wall.
You are. Go ahead and make a save versus death.
Whoa. Oh God!
He was a good man. Horace Sherwood.
Do I have a wisdom modifier?
You do not.
Fingers crossed, man.
That's a 5. So the people that are behind Horace, you see basically this big like poof basically, and all these spores kind of like start like raining down around the clock and around that area. You see him grasping at his face and grasping at his neck, and he's like wheezing and coughing, and like he's falling on the ground as like he's inhaled these spores.
I want to hold my breath, quickly go in, and kind of chug the water so I can kind of throw us up.
I'm sorry? You say
Just get him out of there. Just get him out of there.
Quickly, get him back. Get his helmet off. Gods. Drag him away. Get him away from
you guys are dragging him away from the spores. You're taking his helmet off. All right, so yeah, his face is starting to turn purpley, kind of suffocating kind of colors. His eyes are starting to bulge a little bit. So what are you doing?
I want to chug some water so I can throw up.
Okay.
I think there are mushrooms literally growing in my throat currently.
So you start flushing his throat with water and start like sloshing like water down his nose and stuff like that. Is that correct?
Yeah,
I see the brandy.
What?
Just throw the brandy down there.
Pretty much just trying to make him throw up. That's kind of the point.
Okay. So you're trying to like, and then you're just like cramming your finger down his throat to make him vomit.
Yeah.
All right. So he'll start vomiting. So you've now got puke all over you. from Horace, and you know what Horace eats? He eats bats. He eats all sorts of crazy shit. So now you've got Horace puke all over you. Horace, go ahead and I'll let you have another saving throw because they're trying to mend to you.
Oh God! Please, please! No! No!
What?
No!
What is his saving throw?
12!
Horace doesn't have like a medicinal kit or any kind of like.
Real quick, Horace, do you have a con modifier?
Let me check that. No.
All right, I was trying to help you out there, but that's
That is literally the only stat that doesn't have a plus modifier.
that'll be the one that'll hurt you.
Oh no.
All right, so
no.
you're like flushing and he's barfing, but he's barfing up like all this like stuff and everything, but he's still wheezing, like, you know, he's making those like really desperate noises.
Oh no.
Get him on his stomach into the recovery pose. Prepare to intubate, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you gonna slice it? Are you gonna slice his throat open?
How much medical knowledge does Vance actually have?
That's up to you, man. That's fine.
First aid, I got it. So let's see. Is the inflammation like sealing his throat shut, like an allergic reaction, or is it deeper down, like in his lungs?
We'll say that it's shutting his throat up. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know exactly how yellow mold works in the game, like how it just says, you know, save or die. So I don't know exactly how that works, but it does give you an amount of rounds before they perish. So okay. I'm letting y'all do stuff with that.
Oh no!
Hold on.
It's Brandy?
No. Okay. So, all right. I don't actually know if this will work or not in real life, but we're going to pretend. Right. So, I do specifically have smelling salts, which help, like, clear the airways and make you breathe, like, back to consciousness kind of thing.
Okay.
So, we'll give that a shot. Why not?
Sure. At the same time, I want to take off my ring of protection and give it to him.
Okay. You just slide the ring on his finger?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll one more time. You do get a +1 to your save right now.
Okay, so +1 threshold modifier?
You don't have a 13 constitution?
I have a 12.
It's suboptimal.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're doing our best. It's up to you.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
All right, so he manages to like kind of wheeze. He's wheezing all the time right now. Like he's not in good shape. He's definitely not going to be in traveling shape. That's for sure. So that's problematic. Hold on.
At this time, I want to take the ring off and put it back on.
Oh my god! Oh, that was such a close call!
Well, it was 3 close calls. Fortunately, one of them stuck.
Okay. So, everyone pull your characters in, put them right around here.
Did we find the room?
Oh, wrong person. Okay. And Gertha, are we missing someone?
Yeah.
Yours?
We're missing
Ryphon.
Isn't
Ryphon.
it Ryphon?
Yeah.
I'm still behind. I don't even see the screen change or the map change. It's just my internet.
Is this the map you bought?
No, this is not.
I think we've seen this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not actually a wall on this side. There's the doorway, but I'm just using this room. 3 screaming pale men come running into the room, slavering with like this like unnatural kind of grossness basically to them, with their hands this like long kind of claws, and they come like just screaming like a bat out of hell into the room. And you guys are busy paying attention to whatchamacallit, so they're going to get an action round before you guys get to go.
You know what? Can you move Thondon up so I can be behind everyone?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and Horace, you are not able to participate in this combat.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to be behind.
So, they move up, and they move very quickly for their nature.
I think we're fighting the rake.
So, yeah. So, go ahead and let's see. You're gonna have Oakenshield. Go ahead and roll 6 attacks versus you.
6.
6.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
So you get hit by one of these things' claws. You take.
Well, -1 EC. It's
Yeah.
okay. I thought you said before I need to roll a 3.
No, not for these guys. Different people have different pluses to hits.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. I put-
Yeah, these things
take-
are,
You take 2 points of damage, but make a saving throw versus paralyzation.
oh,
Ruh-roh.
dear lord. It's pretty bad that we don't have the, cross launcher, isn't it?
Okay.
Hey.
So you feel your body starting to tighten up, and you're able to kind of shrug it off as these things come after you. Thondon, go ahead and make 3 attacks versus you.
Banana.
Cool.
Oh, each of them make 3 attacks?
Yeah. What's your AC?
Oh,
1, I think.
I believe so.
Hold on.
oh no.
Double check. Yeah, 1.
I
Okay.
think you're getting hit twice.
So, what is it? No, you're able to. So the thing's just like raking and clawing all over you, and it's good to go. All right. So now we're gonna roll initiative. What?
Now that's go ahead.
So now we're gonna do initiative. Vance, go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, real quick. Hold on. Before you guys roll,
Casting
is it
magic missile.
you're casting magic missile? I don't think anyone else can cast. So boom, that's what we got. All right. So you're casting magic missile. All right. Go ahead and roll.
Subopt.
You guys go first. So that is.
Don't let them touch you.
I'm
Their
attacking
claws
with my
paralyze
sword.
mortal flesh.
I'm attacking with my sword, and I'm
Okay.
assuming it's undead. Like I,
They are
plus
undead.
3.
Yes.
Wow. Good for you.
I feel like undead is just. I feel like undead is just like a special construct, isn't it?
Sort of. So basically, you like your sword glows, and it turns from like an orange to like a holy white like flame, and you just like come down on the thing's clavicle, and it just cuts right through it, and the thing falls over to the side.
Nice. Good job.
All right. So that's one. Who else is doing what? You can move.
Can I move right here?
Yep. That's fine.
I'll pew pew with the bow.
Okay, go ahead and take some pew pews.
Oh man.
Come on.
So, what is it? You land 2 shots into the thing's like shoulder, and it just doesn't even look like it phases it. It's got an arrow sticking out of it, but like whatever, and it's just going like it's still just like just going fucking crazy. All right. Let's see, Hagertha and Vance.
Hagertha, already feeling a little faint from previous, will nonetheless try to get one of these guys with little axe action. So throwing axe.
Ooh.
15. She connects.
6 units of damage.
Okay, so it cuts in pretty deep on this guy. He looks pretty severely kind of wounded as she hits it like with a solid gut shot. Some of its intestines start spilling out.
Nice.
So, and it does not look very healthy. Vance, go ahead. You got your missile of magic. Which one are you hitting?
Better to take them down before they get a chance to attack. So, focus fire.
The bottom one?
2.
That is enough to take it down, though. Second kill of the night for Vance. So, as
a lance of arcane energy pierces the foul creature, sending it back to its regrave.
Yeah, the magic missile like sinks into it and then like detonates, and the thing just like rains down like nastiness all over the place. But you're safely in the.
That was not my intent, but all right.
You're safely in the back though, because you're like, I'm in the back.
Yeah. Keep your mouths closed when they explode.
Thondon, go ahead and it's going to do 3 attacks on you, and then you'll get to attack with your axe.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
The 3, you will get hit, but you will also do a critical. Oh, no, so you did a crit. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. You guys basically are striking each other at the same time. Go ahead and...
cross counter.
What is your... what's your damage? Like, so you do 2d4 plus 2, right? So you do 10?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I forgot. This is a dodge. So go ahead and make a free attack. That's what you get. You get your free attack.
Will you still get a flanking bonus?
Yeah, I get a flanking bonus, right?
You do.
Was that 2?
2.
Yeah, 2.
Nice.
Hey, that's 20!
Okay. So, boom. This thing's dead. You basically bring that axe down, and the dwarven rune on it like flashes, and like the thing like gets like seared basically as you're cutting through it, and it screams in pain, and the thing just kind of like flops into like pieces. But as it was dying, it raked you across the face. You will take 1 point of damage, but you do need to make a saving throw versus paralyzation.
Okay, got it. I'm looking that up right now. It's paralyzation. Okay, here it is.
You succeed. Because they're dwarves, that's what they do. So all right, so it dies. I thought that was going to be a lot more deadlier than it ended up being. So you guys are getting to the point that you're like ghoul-proof.
I go to the group besides Thornton. That's how both do it, punks.
Resistant, if not.
Yeah, elves are completely immune to it. So they're like, we don't care because we're elves. I don't know why that works, but it does. All right, so I think that's where we'll cut it for tonight because that was pretty solid. Let me calculate some experience here real quick.
Oh, I can't believe I almost died.
I can't.
You were only under 5 minutes.
Can we just say for next week that I have a vial and I can collect a sample of that yellow fungus, yellow spore?
If you want to do
You're
some
pretty
rolls,
unconscious, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
Because I literally want a spore grenade. Like, I desperately want a spore grenade where I shake it, chuck it, it explodes on contact, and kills everyone in a specific radius.
so everyone will receive 250 experience points.
And that turns into 25 with the percentage, right?
If you have a 10% bonus, yep.
So I have to think about 3,000 more XP to level up.
That's something.
As well as I only need like a little bit less than 3,000.
Yeah, same here, like 3,900 or 2,900 and
Good about 2 more months.
So, what is it? Horace, would you prefer a speedier recovery that could be somewhat detrimental to you, like somewhat it could have some lasting damage, or would you prefer a long recovery but there would not be the chance of long damage?
I'm guessing long recovery is make a new character.
That would be correct.
And I'm guessing fast recovery is constitution damage.
I think you know me well.
I'll take the con damage because I have way too good character stats to give up.
Okay.
Well, not for long at this rate.
Go ahead. Roll a d6.
Wait, what?
It said roll a d6.
Chose
Oh, God.
poorly.
Oh, no.
see how much time you lose.
Hey, there you go.
You lose 1 permanent point of constitution.
Oh,
Barely noticed.
dear Lord.
You can't even see those scars in your lungs unless you really.
And
Oh.
and when we start next game, you'll be at whatever. What are your current hit points?
11.
So you'll be at 5.
Okay.
So basically, your character kind of has like a form of kind of asthma now. Like his lungs have been weakened, so he took some concentration damage on it. So failing a death saving throw is never a good thing. It will never be a positive in my game. So.
Oh.
You fail your death saving throw, have like a nice, near-death experience, some visions, decide to reconnect with your family, get to know your kids better.
I thought you were going to die. That was the last round that you could have rolled too. You were going to die the next round.
Oh God!
3 was rather generous. So.
It's a D6, so I rolled it. So that's just what it is. It's literally in the rules. So it's no fudging.
It's how many rounds they have to suffocation or whatever.
Yep. So people could theoretically get to him and do something.
Also,
I thought it was
That
hilarious. It was like, "Congratulations, Horace! You found your forge!" And like he just goes in the next room, like,
that could have been a really bad Constitution tank as well. Like,
it was a D3. It wasn't a D6. I wasn't gonna hit you for 6.
oh,
But
okay.
you could have lost 3.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
No, I was going to say, before you make the decision that I in the game want to go back to the capital. So I was saying if we just done a long.
You guys can discuss that online. So I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta go because I gotta get to sleep and I gotta pack lunches for tomorrow and everything. So I will. I'll let y'all discuss that offline all you want. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming and doing the thing. So
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
no problem. And I will see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.